Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Time Traveler's Handbook. We're continuing our discussion of Dark. If you have not listened to our previous episodes on Dark, make sure you check those out first. And spoiler alert for Dark ahead. We've talked about 3 out of the 6 time machines that are used in Dark, and now we're going to talk about the 4th. This is the Eve Apparatus, a spherical version of the Atom Apparatus, presumably also designed by H.G. Tannhaus in Eve's reality. They have a lot of similarities in look and in design, but they do entirely different things. And there isn't a lot of information about this device. We do only see it for one of the seasons, and so we do have to infer a lot about it, but we can clearly rule out that they operate on the same level. So first, probably one of the only real similarities between them is that they both require cesium to activate. But this is where the similarities end. First, on a visual level, one is spherical and one is kind of a rectangular box looking thing that you have to transport in a suitcase. And honestly, on that level, the spherical one is way cooler, if not kind of impractical, but that's by the by. Eve's apparatus not only transports one through time, but also space and dimension. And Eve's apparatus is the only device used in the show that can transport someone from one reality to the other. This is used by Eve's coalition to transport key players in Adam's reality around, or key players that exist in Eve's reality over to Adam's reality to manipulate the events that are going on there to preserve the time loops. Additionally, the spherical time machine is not locked into the 33-year cycle like the other device, and it can transport you to any time or place you wish. So really, the Eve apparatus is what we think of when we think of a time machine. You take it, you choose a time, you choose a place, you choose a reality, and it takes you there. And it just takes a little bit of fuel to get you there, and that's really the only thing special about the apparatus. Of course, the origins of this apparatus are undertold in the show. We can assume that most likely they were come up with by Tannhaus in Eve's reality, just like they were in Adam's reality, or that plans were found by Eve to create them, and she gave them to Tannhaus and brought it to pass that way, just like she did in Adam's reality. In any case, the existence of this time machine does put a complication on a lot of the events that happen in the show. Since the universes are deterministic, there aren't a lot of applications of traveling back and forth that don't affect everything. And so it is used pretty sparingly, only to progress Eve's agenda, until Claudia gets her hands on one of them from the alternate version of herself, and she is able to transport herself without the use of other time machines. And this is what allows Adam as well to go and save Jonas from the apocalypse, and ultimately what helps them break the loop is the existence of this machine. So even though it was created with the intent of using to preserve the loops, it ended up being the key to stop the loops. That concludes our discussion of the Eve apparatus. Next time we're going to be talking about the final time travel device that is used in Adam and Eve's realities, before we go on to the final time machine, the one that was used outside of these realities. Thank you for listening, and tune in next time.